If we don't get it, that's kind of embarrassing, but... What's up, everyone? We are on our way to meet up with some friends to do some hill repeats. We do hill repeats every Friday. And since we have been on the trainer for the last 6 months in this freezing cold Minnesota winter, we thought one of our intervals we would try and team time trial up the hill and try to take the segment. Chase Ork has the segment up the hill. He's a local pro in our area. It's kind of sad that we have to recruit 6 dudes to try and time trial up this hill together, but there's no way we're doing it by ourselves. So we thought it'd be a fun little challenge to try and work together and see if we can get up the hill faster than he did.
So anyone that watches Dylan Johnson's video and saw the one about his unbound pacing strategy, Dylan recruited some people to help him go as fast as possible, and one of the people he recruited was Chase, which is right here. This is who we're trying to beat.
As you can hear, there is a lot of wind, and it's going to be a headwind up the climb. We're not very optimistic this time that we're going to get the segment, but it will still be really good for us to try and work together and get our plan figured out for how we're going to go up the hill as fast as possible. The hill is about 5% grade average, at least that's what Strava said. There are definitely some steep sections of the hill that are a lot more than 5%. But I did it solo and my fastest time is 16 miles an hour. So that right there is enough to get benefit from a draft. So we're thinking that one person on the front going hard, but not too hard because there's 5 other people behind him that are gonna have to go longer than him and still have to hang on. So it's gonna take a little bit of planning, a little bit of trial and error. So hopefully we can get this working so that at some point by the end of the summer we can take this KOM. If we don't get it on a good day with good wind conditions, that's kind of embarrassing, but today is okay if we don't get it. Just practice.
So if I don't get invited next week, I know
No,
why.
this is the group. Okay, here we go. Attempt 1.
Attempt 1.
We got some headwind, so we don't know if it'll happen, but it'll be good practice either way.
Okay, and we're off. We were supposed to come into this closer to 30 miles an hour, I think, at the flat part. Before we were only going about 18. That just had to do with the wind, and we were trying to figure out how much power the person up front could do without the people in back having to do too much. So I think the person in front this time could have done quite a bit more power, and we would have been okay in the back and been getting good enough draft to hang on and get that average speed significantly higher, which is where I think our biggest mistake is not coming into the hill as fast as possible. Here's our amazing lead out man, Brian Burns, pulling us at 18 miles an hour. He drops off right here, and Brad starts to take his first pull off the front. When Brad pulls off, it's now Chad's turn, and Chad is just a beast and pulls a little bit too hard. He's too strong and opens a little bit of a gap. As you can see right here, Nathan is not quite on his wheel, so Nathan is having to work double hard to try and stay on Chad's wheel, but then when Chad drops off right here, he has to take his pull. So he essentially takes 2 pulls, and it's just kind of shot from that. So we lost a little bit of speed, a little bit of ground there, but that's okay. Nate goes and takes his big pull, which is super beneficial. So Nate's pulling off right here, and it's finally my turn. Dave Corey, the last and final lead out, to hopefully bring him up to top speed so that he can get going into the end of the segment as fast as he can. We kind of knew that we weren't even close to taking it at this attempt, so I didn't bury myself as hard as I should have, but I tried to get Corey up as fast as he could so that we could at least get a baseline set for what we could finish this segment in. So here I go, I drop off and let Corey take the final pull. Realistically, I should have been so trashed that I couldn't have hopped on his wheel, but I wasn't, and I figured I might as well hop on his wheel and get my fastest time up the hill as well. A little selfish, but that's okay. We knew we weren't taking it this time.
Nice pull, Nate.
That was smooth, buddy.
That was impressive. That was cool.
Not bad for a first pull.
Yeah.
Attempt.
We need to roll into that way fast.
Way faster. We were only going 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the frick?
Good job, you guys. That was actually kind of fun to watch.
Crushed it.
What happened, man?
Well, Brian got us going 18 into the hill.
That's it? That's good.
we needed 30, 35 probably.
Okay.
But
It was the wind, Brian.
we had a headwind. Yeah.
That was 500 watts into the base of the hill.
Okay, so that had to have been a lot of wind. If you're doing 500 watts into the base.
And doing 18 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But we were 45 seconds off, which if the wind.
First run?
First run, first time riding it.
How'd it feel? I said 330.
I felt good. I could have gone a little bit harder. I was still feeling pretty fresh for you, but I didn't want to give it anymore because I knew we were so far off.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
But
what
yeah.
would be our best marginal
Yeah.
gains? Would it be the beginning, the middle part where it's flatter?
The beginning.
Yeah, we had to
could
come
go
in.
into that at 30 miles an hour instead of 18.
Okay.
That momentum carries the
Okay.
whole way.
All right.
Yep.
So
I mean, at the first hill anyway. And then
And we should play around with changing up orders too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just our guess, but what if
yeah,
we were going 18?
I know it was.
I can let you guys know it's clear too, because I'm watching. It's making me a little.
we don't really care about getting hit at this point.
All of us can see.
We just want the
all of us
segment.
have radar,
Oh, okay,
so we
good.
can see the cars.
You
that
can
are-
you can get hit as long as you've done your pull. Then we don't care.
Then you're expendable.
I won't make it through that.
All right. Good learning.
This is sessions,
Yes.
and by the third or fourth one, it'll be like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Go in faster.
Slow at the beginning.
Bye.